But let's shift our focus to Ayodhya now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the entire Pran Pratishtha ceremony of the Ram Temple. This will take place on January 22nd. The entire city of Ayodhya has been decorated and the run-up to the Pran Pratishtha ceremony is on. Now, the idol of Lord Ram will be positioned in the temple's Garbh Griha on January 18th. The auspicious timing was determined by Ganeshwar Shastri Dravid from Varanasi. The religious ceremonies have commenced from today and are scheduled to continue to the 21st of January. The Temple Trust mentioned that events will focus on diverse representation, historic tribal representation, as well as inclusive of several traditions surrounding Lord Ram. Uttar Pradesh government has issued directives to ensure adequate security in Ayodhya with ATS commandos, bulletproof security vehicles, as well as air surveillance, as well as anti-mine drones, ensuring security in the temple town. And Aman continues to be with us on the broadcast, reporting from the Hanuman Garhi temple when it comes to the run-up to the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. So, Aman, as we were talking about Prime Minister Modi's Astha pitch down south, the temple town is gearing up for the grand Pran Pratishtha ceremony as devotees from around the world have flocked to the temple town.
Well, Aishman, I have never seen something like this. I just came yesterday. But, Ayodhya, every corner of Ayodhya is decked up. We have hordes and hordes of pilgrims coming here. I came on a packed flight from Delhi. And, wherever I went in Ayodhya, I've seen streams of people coming in from not just UP, I must say, not just from North India, from all parts of the country. And people here basically coming and saying that, okay, we may not be able to, be a part of the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, which is only an 8,000 invite event. But we want to see the Lord Ram temple before that, till the 20th. And after, once the temple opens for general public viewing from the 23rd, people have a lot of anticipation that they'll be able to see the new Lord Ram idol. As I said, there's a lot of anticipation for people. Many people, in fact, ask me here that नए रामलला कैसे दिखते हैं. So people want to see how does the new Ramlala idol looks like. I know who has made it, how tall is it, उनकी भुजाएं कितनी लंबी हैं, पोशाक कैसी पहनेंगे. People have all these queries and lot of enthusiasm to go to the Ram temple. Even today at the makeshift Ram temple, which is the under the makeshift structure, I saw a huge queue of people lining up there to even see the makeshift structure, because they feel, okay, we may not be able to go on 23rd, but we want to go now. Also, what I've seen in Ayodhya, what I've gone around and spoken to people about is that people think that Ayodhya's, finally Ayodhya has got its due. People who've come here 3 years back, 4 years back. I remember I came here 4 years back. I went to Hanuman Garhi today. That place is unrecognizable. The streets have become wider. The market has become beautiful. Even the shopkeepers, they were saying that their business has increased and it will further increase once more and more pilgrims start coming in. Ayodhya is being designed to become a global spiritual destination. When people will think
Aman, I'm sorry to interrupt, we're getting a piece of breaking news as the politics escalates over the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Rahul Gandhi has attacked the BJP over the Ram Mandir's Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Rahul Gandhi says that the RSS and the BJP have made January 22nd a complete Narendra Modi function in Ayodhya. It has become a completely political program. RSS and the BJP have given election flavor to the 22nd of January, is the pitch coming in from the former Congress President Rahul Gandhi. And he is saying that this is why the Congress president is not going for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Now, talking about the Shankaracharyas as well, Rahul Gandhi says even the great leaders of Hindu culture have refused to go there. Hence, it is very difficult for us to attend the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. That pitch coming in from Rahul Gandhi. I'm joined by my colleague Pallavi Ghosh on the broadcast. So Pallavi, Rahul Gandhi reiterating the Congress's line that because the Shankaracharyas have refused to go for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, that is the justification for us rejecting the invitation. But multiple examples have come to the fore. The BJP has put those out where several Pran Pratishtha ceremonies took place in grand temples across this country, even though they weren't complete.
In fact, Ayushman, one of the main persons who's instrumental for the Congress's decision not to enter the Pran Pratishtha or take part in the Pran Pratishtha was in fact Rahul Gandhi. What sources are now telling us is that at the closed-door meetings, he felt that this is a non-issue and the BJP needs to be exposed. And people must know and will come to know eventually that it's got nothing to do with faith. It's got nothing to do with Astha. It is yet another PR event as far as the BJP is concerned, where it's going to be all about the Prime Minister, and therefore why should any political party in the opposition spectrum, and including the Congress party, even take part in an event which is essentially going to be dominated by the BJP and the RSS? And you talk about Rahul Gandhi speaking of the Shankaracharya, that's the latest line which is being taken up by the Congress party over the last few days. The absence of the four Shankaracharyas from the event, and them making the point that, this is not a complete temple, and hence, it is not really got anything to do with Asta, and therefore it's not a sacred thing. It's something it is reiterated, and I'm seeing a snowballing of another controversy where the BJP is bound to attack Rahul Gandhi and Congress for making these comments.
Right, but the BJP was also quick to point out, Pallavi, that, back during Jawaharlal Nehru's time also, the Somnath Temple Pran Pratishtha ceremony took place around 1950, and the entire temple was complete only 14 years later. And Rajendra Prasad, the first president of India, conducted the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. So there is precedent for this. There are multiple temples where the Pran Pratishtha ceremony takes place, and then it is constructed. So even on this point, the BJP has hit back at the Congress party.
Yes, I mean, if you speak to the pundits, they also make the point that all you require to do when you complete a Pran Pratishtha is that there should be a roof over the deity, and there should be a wall surrounding the idol of which you want to do the Pran Pratishtha. And on ground, is absolutely entitled to have the and the BJP and Somnath Temple Pran Pratishtha, where again, if you go by the argument of the Congress party, it was not complete. So why did you have it then? There are many faults which are being found out by the BJP. I mean, that when the Congress also says, and Rahul Gandhi also says, religion and politics need to be kept separately. An earlier letter of Sonia Gandhi where she apologizes for not being able to attend the Pope's consecration, that is also being canonization, actually, where she regretted her absence. That is also being used by the BJP to make the point that when it came to a particular faith, Sonia Gandhi never used this yardstick of religion and politics being kept separate.
Absolutely. Pallavi, please stay with us. Let's listen into what Rahul Gandhi had to say.
Well, the issue, frankly, you see, the RSS and the BJP have made the 22nd January function a completely political Narendra Modi function. It's become a RSS BJP function, and I think that is why the Congress president said that he would not go to the function. We are open to all religions, all practices. Even the authorities of the Hindu religion, the biggest authorities of the Hindu religion, have made their view public about what they think about the 22nd January function, that it is a political function, right? So it is difficult for us to go to a political function which is designed around the Prime Minister of India and designed around the RSS. We made it clear that whoever would like to visit the Ram Temple, among our partners, among our party, is more than welcome to do it. It's difficult for us to visit on the 22nd and say that, this is a Prime Minister's function, this is a RSS function, and we are going to go. It's not possible for us. तो ये राम मंदिर 22 तारीख का फंक्शन जो है, ये राजनीतिक फंक्शन बन गया है. हिंदू धर्म के जो हमारे लीडर्स हैं, जो अथॉरिटीज हैं, उन्होंने कहा है कि वो नहीं जा पाएंगे क्योंकि ये राजनीतिक फंक्शन बन गया है. आरएसएस ने, बीजेपी ने 22 तारीख को एक चुनावी फ्लेवर, इलेक्शन फ्लेवर, पॉलिटिकल फ्लेवर दे दिया है. इसीलिए कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट ने इनकार किया वहां जाने का. जहां तक धर्म की बात है, हम सब धर्मों के साथ ये कहना चाहते हैं कि जो भी जाना चाहता है जा सकता है, कांग्रेस पार्टी से जा सकता है, But we cannot be party to a political function. It becomes very difficult for us when the Prime Minister of India and the RSS, our principal opponents, have captured a function and turned it into an election function.
Haji, young lady from Nagaland. Ek minute.
And Pallavi continues to be with us on the broadcast. So Pallavi, let's decode the Congress party's political journey, if you will. First they said, give us the date when it comes to the inauguration of the Ram Mandir. The date came out. Then they said that the Ram Mandir is the legacy of Rajiv Gandhi, but the top brass has refused to go for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. They have called it a political event multiple times, but BJP has cited precedent where someone like Rajendra Prasad, people who held constitutional office, led Pran Pratishtha ceremonies. Then they talk about the Shankaracharyas, but then the Somnath temple example comes up. So the Congress party seems to be grasping at straws to come up with some concrete argument when it comes to taking on the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, especially after the UP unit of the Congress party went to Ayodhya and took a dip in the Saryu River.
Well, Ayushman, I think the confusion and the contradiction dilemma within the Congress party is almost complete, because on a day like yesterday, you did find some high-profile leaders. There was a Supriya Srinath there, there was a Dipendra Hooda there. All of them had gone to the Saryu Nadi. They were chanting Jai Shri Ram to make the point that we are not against Ram. Clearly, there are political considerations because, from the hustle and bustle and all the bravado which the Congress party is showing, the fact is those who have to contest the elections, those who have to hit the ground, they are the ones who are little wary and upset and worried about the repercussions it may have. See, one is not suggesting that going for the Pran Pratishtha would have swayed the votes in favor of the Congress party, but the damage by not going there is much, much larger. And I think it's best reflected in the multiple voices we have been hearing, whether it's from the Vikramaditya Singh, the PWD minister from Himachal Pradesh, Arunjun Mothwadia, as far as Gujarat Congress is concerned. So there are concerns. Some are vocal, some are not going to be so vocal, but the concern is very much there. And that was reflected in the show of strength which we saw in Ayodhya yesterday coming in from the Congress leaders.
Right. Pallavi, at the same time, if you look at the Congress leaders in the Hindi heartland, if you look at, as you're talking about Vikramaditya Singh, is there a scramble from these leaders also in the north to try to protect their political fiefdoms by not allying with what the top brass's decision has been taken with the Pran Pratishtha ceremony?
I think the top brass has said also, because they realize the kind of pressure that they are also coming under, is that anyone who wants to go for the Pran Pratishtha, if you have an invite, you can always go. Now, Vikramaditya Singh, for example, has gone on record to say that he's received an invite. He's very much going to be going over there. So, there are going to be leaders who have got the invite, who would very much want to be there, because they are also the ones who have to go back to their voters and constituencies. I mean, again, I'm giving an example of Vikramaditya Singh, Ayushman. 98% of the population in Himachal Pradesh are Hindus. Forget the Lok Sabha, even his own turf, it becomes very important for Vikramaditya Singh to be seen at the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. So here we'll see a little bit of detachment of some leaders from a stand taken by the top three of the Congress party.
Right, but at the same time, Pallavi, forget about, gaining an advantage, because in a one-on-one fight on the Hindutva card, the BJP has the edge, especially given the fact that the Ram Mandir has been their campaign since the inception of the party. But as you were pointing out, not going there and the damage it causes, all you have to look at is the state of Madhya Pradesh, where the Congress suffered badly when it comes to the Hindutva card.
Absolutely, and also look at Karnataka, where the Congress won, because there too they played the card. And I think the Congress party was very aware of the fact that the BJP always has that edge, and therefore people like DK Shiv Kumar, DK Shiv Kumar particularly, extremely devout, goes to a lot of temples, does a lot of religious rituals, and he would also understand the pitfalls of the absence of the Pran Pratishtha. It's a misnomer to think that it's only the Hindi heartland belt which gets affected by the Ram Mandir. Down south too, in states like Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, these things matter. If it didn't, there's a huge Ram legacy there down south. I mean, it's borne out by the fact that the Prime Minister today is in Lepakshi, which has a very deep connect with the Ramayana. And therefore, whether it's north, whether it's south, whether it's west, it does really matter. And therefore, there is a concern, certainly I would say, within the Congress party. Many of them don't speak out openly, but when we interact with them, they do tell us that we wish the top leadership would have understood that we are the one who are going to have to face the voters, not they.
Absolutely. Prime Minister Modi staying on brand even in the south at the Veerbhadra temple in Andhra Pradesh, but the Congress party maintaining that this is an entire political event by the BJP.